Hello and welcome
Hello.
to For You. Laura, you're so
Wait,
far away from me.
I know. I miss you so much, Reese. How are you
I miss.
doing?
I'm okay. I'm surviving, doing my best to
hmm
keep my spirits high, but it's really good to see your face, even if it's on the
I
screen.
know. I know. And you look hot no matter what, whether you're on screen or in person. 你都是很帅.
You are beautiful too, Laura, but let's stop complimenting each other. We've got an article to read. So actually,
Okay.
today's article was written by me, and it's called
Mm.
Explore Your Passion in a School Club. So, Laura,
Woohoo.
before
hmm
we get into this article, do you have any memories from primary school, middle school, high school, good or bad?
Basically, I remember them all just like it was yesterday. Woohoo!
Mhm.
I remembered I joined the debating team, and I was actually the debating champion, not to show off, not to brag, but I had such a great time there, and that's how I picked up my skills, like, being able to like speak logically and look up information and how to come up with a logical argument, things like that. And that's why I'm so confident when I make
You're
speeches,
you're
right?
definitely very good at speaking, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I had a pretty good time at high school. I had a lot of
Mm.
friends, and I was in different groups. I was kind of an emo kid. I had like long black hair. I used to
Really?
wear black and white stripy sweaters. Yeah, I used to listen to rock music. I'm a very different person now.
Yeah, emo was kind of like a popular thing back then, huh? So I guess,
I
yeah.
think nowadays it's not so much of a thing, but
No,
whatever you want to
no.
be, go ahead and be it. Okay,
Uh-huh.
let's get into today's article and learn about some school clubs.
Reading.
Explore your passion in a school club. James, a freshman student, is attending the high school club expo. He is walking around the hall.
There are so many clubs to choose from.
Good afternoon. I'm Sarah, the president of the school film club. What's your name?
I'm James. I'm a freshman.
Do you like to watch movies?
Of course. Who doesn't like movies? What do you do in film club?
We get together to watch movies and discuss them. Sometimes we also try to shoot our own short films.
What kinds of movies do you watch?
All kinds. But we especially try to find movies that are interesting from a filmmaker's point of view.
Watching and making movies sounds enjoyable. But I don't have any practical experience. I've never used a camera, and I'm too self-conscious to be an actor.
That's okay. You can try script writing or producing. We'll help you explore what you're best at. Here, sign up and join our first meeting on Thursday.
So today's article begins by introducing our first character. James, a freshman student, is attending the high school club expo. He is walking around the hall. Ooh, sounds exciting. A few words
Right.
to talk about here right off the bat. James was described as a freshman student. So a freshman is a new student at a school. It could be at a university or college. Or actually, if you're at university, you're called a freshman for your entire first year. Sometimes it can be scary being a freshman. Do you remember being a freshman, Laura?
Of course, but I was like really excited because I went to a girls' school, so I wanted to meet more guys. Oopsie.
I remember being a freshman. It was kind of scary for the first few weeks, but after that,
Mm-hmm.
I felt just a part of the school. We also
Oh.
have this word attend, which is a verb, and it's our first vocabulary word.
Mm-hmm.
Attend means to go to an event, to be present at an event or something that happens. If you attend something like a class, a sports game, or a meeting, it means you're there and you're joining in. So the noun form of attend is attendance. Here's an example sentence. If you can't attend the class tomorrow, please send me an email with your reasons why.
That's right. OK， 好哦。刚刚一开始的课文我们就看到我们的主角，也就是 James， 他是一位高一的学生，然后他出席什么呢 ？High School Club Expo， 就是高中社团的博览会哦。那他在哪里呢 ？He's walking around the hall， 他正在走着这个走廊附近。那么呢，大家你们知道这个大一生或是高中1年级有多可怕吗？就是有的人他可能很紧张，很期待这种第一天上课的感觉。对了，当我们要表示就是中学或是大学生1年级的新生，我们就可以用到 freshman 这个字哦。那其实再补充一下，像是呢，我们很多的大学有分4年，那如果大一是 freshman， 大二我们来学一下这个字，就是 sophomore， 而 junior， 竟然是大3的意思，因为通常 junior 不是有那种称呼比较小朋友的感觉嘛，那 senior 则是大4。OK， 那我们刚刚还看到另外一个字就是 attend 这个动词，也就是参加。出席 Okay, we also mentioned the word expo and hall, right?
Yeah, two more words to talk about. So the first one is expo. Expo is actually short for exposition. That's an event where you show things to people and hope that they become your customers or your members. So you can have a book expo, an art expo. You could have an expo for anything. You're showing a big group of people something that you want them to buy. We also had the word hall, H-A-L-L, or in British English, hall. Hall is a noun, and a hall is a large room, usually used for meetings, assemblies, performances, or expos. At school, you might have a big assembly hall. And there's another word that's related, it's hallway. A hallway is a long, thin corridor that connects the other rooms in a building. So here's an example sentence using hall. When you hear the alarm, please move quickly and safely to the hall at the south side of the school.
Wow, OK， 我们来看一下，刚刚其实还提到了这个 expo 这个字，大家有没有回想呢？就是博览会，原来它是 exposition 的缩写哦。那还有 hall 这个字哦，其实在本课它有走廊的意思，但是平常当中呢，它还有类似像一个大厅啦 ，OK 这样子的一个感觉哦。OK， 那如果是在走廊上呢，我通常会发现在学校走廊有这个乱象，就是 What a mess! The kids left their school bags and coats in the hall. 天啊，也太乱了吧！小朋友们把他们的书包跟外套整个就留在走廊上。I can remember that was very common back in a lot of school days. Kids are messy.
We used to have hymn practice in our school hall.
Oh, really?
Which is, yeah, we would all gather there on Wednesday mornings and sing Christian songs in the hall, which was quite nice. Okay, back to the article. We're with James and we're going to meet our second character. So the moment James is wandering around the hall and he says to himself, there are so many clubs to choose from. And then a character called Sarah says, good afternoon. I'm Sarah, the president of the school film club. What's your name? And James replies, I'm James. I'm a freshman.
Wow, I want to be in that school film club if I were there.
Film club.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds fun.
I know, right? We could both join. Okay. 好啊，这个时候我们就看到，待会我们会看到另外一个新角色。那一开始我们看到这个 James， 他好像就是有点犹豫，他说天哪，有好多的社团可以选哦。然后这时候另外一个重要的人物就是另外一个主角 Sarah， 他就出现了，他就说。Hello， 午安，我是 Sarah。然后呢，他是谁呢？他是 President 有会长或是社长的意思，所以他好像是学校的电影社的社长哦。OK， 然后就问 James 说，那你叫什么名字？因为他可能觉得他好像是新生嘛，所以他就是可能要表示友善。那 James 就回答说， 我是 James， 然后呢，他马上就说我是一个高一生，我是一个新生报道的一种概念。Okay, I can't wait to find out more about their conversation. Is he gonna join the club?
Yeah, I think he might. Sarah is going to try and convince him. Sarah says, do you like to watch movies? And James says, of course. Who doesn't like movies? What do you do in film club? So James is curious here to know what film club is all about.
Right, and I agree with James. Who doesn't like movies? Okay, 所以没错啊 ，Sarah 就说，你喜欢看电影吗？因为他可能想要招一点他的那个社团的人员。那 James 说，当然啊，谁不喜欢看电影啊？这句话就是 Who doesn't like， 就是大家都爱呀。OK， 那他就问说，你们在这个电影社呢，到底是做什么事情？因为他可能想说，我要加入之前，总要了解一下吧。Yeah, I wonder what do they do in the film club?
Well, Sarah has some more information. She says, we get together to watch movies and discuss them. Sometimes we also try to shoot our own short films.
That's so cool. Okay, how about we learn some words?
Okay, well, first we have the word discuss, which is a verb, and to discuss means to talk about something. When you discuss something, you talk about something in depth. That means you talk about it a lot with other people. The noun form of discuss is discussion. You can have a discussion. Here's an example sentence with discuss. At the end of the class, we need to discuss last week's homework. It seems many of you didn't understand the assignment.
This is something I would say to my students in college, okay? 好哦，所以回到课文呢，我们来了解一下这个电影社他们可能会做些什么。Sarah 就解释说，他们会聚在一起看电影啊，并且一起讨论哦。那有时候他们甚至还会怎么样，试着拍摄他们自己的短片哦，听起来真的很好玩诶。那其中我提到的 discuss 这个动词就是讨论的意思哦。像是呢，如果今天可能你们的就是老师啊，或者是你们有分组的这个队员，可能就会想说，我觉得你之前那个 idea 还不错，我们要不要就是中午一起讨论一下？他就可能会这么说 I'm very interested in your idea. Shall we discuss it over lunch? Okay, 那注意哦 don't say discuss about something. You can discuss something with someone. For example, she discussed the idea with her parents. Okay, and we also saw another word, I think. Was it shoot?
It was the word shoot, yeah, which is a verb, and we often use this word when we're talking about shooting a gun, which means to pull the trigger and make the bullet fly at the end of your gun. That's not the kind of shoot we're talking about here. We're using shoot to describe how we make a movie. To shoot means to use a camera to record something. It's a kind of slang because you point a camera kind of in the same way that you point a gun. So we use the verb shoot. Shoot can also mean just to take photos with a camera. It can mean to take photos or to make videos. An example sentence with shoot could be, we can shoot the video at my place. I have a big living room that we can use for the first scene.
Oh, okay. I want to go to your place now. Okay.
Let's do it.
Actually, this is where I shoot most of my videos too. I have like small clips of teaching videos. Okay. And I do online teaching right here. Okay. Which is right now, huh? Okay. 我们来看一下刚刚有提到的 shoot。虽然它有射击的意思，但是在本课是指拍摄的意思哦。然后它是一个动词，比方像是你们知道《魔戒》这部电影是在哪里拍的吗？没错，是在纽西兰诶。OK，不知道 Reese 有没有去过纽西兰 ？OK， so Lord of the Rings, the movie was shot in New Zealand, but nowadays a lot of movies actually they were shot in a studio 是什么呢？就是摄影棚。现在很多电影呢，其实大家看起来好像就是哇，场景很厉害哦。结果像我看那个韩剧《文森佐》，竟然他们很多一幕都是用绿幕诶。 啊，真的是超强。然后他们就是在摄影棚里面拍摄的。
Okay, well, back to the article, and we're back with James, and he has more questions. He asks, what kinds of movies do you watch? And Sarah replies, all kinds, but we especially try to find movies that are interesting from a filmmaker's point of view.
OK， 所以呢，这时候呢，James 就很好奇说，那你们会看什么样的电影啊？那 Sarah 就说，什么种类，全部的种类我们都看，但是呢，可能我们会特别试着去找这个电影工作者的这个思考角度来看的是有趣的电影哦。这个很有趣哦。其中我们提到的 filmmaker 这个字，其实它就是由 film 跟 maker 这两个字组合而成的复合名词，在这里指的就是电影工作者。而 point of view 就是表示思考的角度这样子的意思。point of view or viewpoint.
So they want to watch movies that I guess filmmakers, people who make movies, will think are interesting because maybe they're good examples of films to study if you're learning how to make films yourself.
I would love to join them.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, back to the article, and we're with James, and he says, watching and making movies sounds enjoyable, but I don't have any practical experience. Okay, well, that might not be a problem. Before we learn about practical experience, let's learn about the word enjoyable. Enjoyable is an adjective, and if something is enjoyable, it means it's fun and you enjoy it, with enjoy being the verb. Enjoy means to like doing something. So if something's enjoyable, you like doing it. Here's an example sentence. Our day at the park was very enjoyable. We ate snacks, played tag, and sang songs.
Oh, okay, I want to do that too. Okay, after COVID, okay. 好啦，那看回课文，他说，这个看电影呢，还有就是制作影片，哇，听起来都超有趣的。但是 James 有点担心，他说，我并没有任何的这种实作的经验。首先，我们先来看看 enjoyable，OK， 这个形容词就是令人愉快的、有乐趣的这样的意思。我们可以用来形容任何的东西，像是 a very enjoyable game， 游戏很好玩啦 ，a very enjoyable movie 就是让人家觉得引人入胜的电影。
Okay, we have another word here. It's the word practical. Practical is a slightly more difficult word to explain, so buckle up. Practical is an adjective, and the official definition of practical is of or concerned with the actual doing or use of something, instead of with the theory and idea. What does that mean? Well, if something is practical, it's about actually doing something in real life, instead of just talking about doing it or learning about doing it. So, for example, you can learn to use a camera and shoot a movie by listening to the teacher, but if you've actually held a camera in your hand and tried to make your own movie, that is practical experience. Here's an example sentence. This workshop is very practical, and we will be using different materials to make things.
Okay, practical. I'm gonna make this so much easier for the students to understand this word. 就是实际的、实作的意思，好不好？它是一个形容词，有没有比 Reese 的讲解比较好懂一点的呢？举例来讲呢，我觉得如果要找工作的话呢 ，qualifications are important, but practical experience is always a plus. 就是资历非常重要，对不对？但是如果你有这个实际的经验，它可是一个优势哦。那 practical 也可以用来表示一个人的个性很务实啊，比较实际啦。举例来讲 ，I have to be practical and not spend so much money。哭哭，或者是东西也可以用 practical 来表示很实用的。I always give gifts that are practical. Okay, so Reese, I'm about to give you something practical for your birthday.
Oh, I'm excited. My birthday's next
Wait for
month.
it. Wait for it. Okay.
I like practical gifts. They're gifts that you can actually use.
You definitely
Okay.
love it.
Back to the article, and we're back with James. And James says, I've never used a camera and I'm too self-conscious to be an actor. Oh, I'm sorry, James. That's something maybe you can learn to be more confident. He said that he's self-conscious. Self-conscious is a way of describing somebody that is not confident. They're maybe shy and worried about what other people think about them. People who are self-conscious maybe are too shy to be on camera or to go on stage or to talk in front of a room of people. But by exposing yourself to these scary environments, you can make yourself less self-conscious and more confident, like Laura and I.
Oh my God, I was waiting for you to say that. You can learn from the experts, guys. Okay. 好啦，这时候 James 当然还是有点小担心。他说我从来都没有用过这个相机，而且呢，其实当个演员对他来讲有点怎么样 ？self-conscious。我们来看一下这个字哦，它是一个形容词，就是我们先来猜一下 self 就是自我的，有没有？那 conscious 是有意识的，或是很看重某一个东西，所以加起来就是有一种不自在，可能你一直战战兢兢，觉得说，我刚刚那样子的表情会不会很怪啦？或者是我刚刚讲这样子有没有，就是反正他就是很不自在哦，所以他就说他刚刚怎么样 ？I'm too self-conscious to be an actor。我太怎么样，以至于不能怎么样，就会用到 too 后面这些形容词。To do something, OK， 所以他太在乎自己，然后觉得说，这样会不会很尬，以至于他觉得他可能不是一个好演员。Yeah, you should learn from us. We're always so chill and relaxed.
It's also okay to be self-conscious, and as Sarah will explain, if you are self-conscious, there are other things you can do in film club. So, back to the article, and Sarah says, that's okay. You can try script writing or producing. We'll help you explore what you're best at. Here, sign up and join our first meeting on Thursday. Okay, so some good advice from Sarah there. If you're self-conscious, you don't want to be an actor in the movie, you can do other things like writing scripts. So a script is a piece of paper basically that has the actor's lines or the words that they need to remember on it. If you're an actor, you will be given a script to try to memorize. That means you need to put all of the words in your brain and just be able to say them when the camera is rolling. I've done lots of acting, and remembering scripts is difficult.
Okay, well, actually, I actually enjoy both producing and writing and acting. 我真的3个我都有尝试过，可是我真的很佩服，就是写剧本写得很好的人。I think Reese 也是都很厉害的人哦。所以这时候 Sarah 就安慰 Jane 说：“哎呦，没有关系，你也可以试着怎么样呢？写剧本或者是制作电影。”他说：“我们会帮助你探索 explore 你擅长的地方。”那这里他就可能拿这个表格说 here OK， 他说来啦，你这边可以报名参加，然后你可以怎么样？星期4来加入我们第一个会议哦。那刚好看到很多字，像是 script 就是剧本、脚本，那 produce 这里呢其实就是有着电影、戏剧等等的制作啦。那 sign up 呢是什么呢？就是报名参加的意思。Well.That comes to the end of day 1 article, right, Reese?
That's the end, and I think tomorrow we'll be able to see James at his first film club meeting. But for now, let's go to our For You chat question to discuss some other kinds of school clubs.
For You chat.
So today's For You chat question is about school clubs.Laura, you mentioned at the beginning that you were in some kind of school club, right?
Yeah, debating. Okay, so I don't really want to brag about it, but I was so good at it that I think, I was the debating captain, and I actually came first. I went all the way till the finals, and I think I think it was year 12 or something. We even got to the state finals, and we were like in the top 3. We were pretty good. Okay. Wow. What about you? Were you a member of any school clubs?
Yeah, a few. I joined the school choir, so we did the singing competition. I think we did pretty well. We came 5th out of maybe like 36 teams, which was okay.
Oh my god.
And I also joined the dragon boat team, so we used to row competitively, which was really fun as well. So I think, yeah, school clubs are a good way to make new friends and try new activities that you wouldn't usually get to try. And they're usually free or very cheap, especially when you're going through school. So I definitely encourage our listeners to get involved with school clubs because they're really fun.
They really should. Okay. Well, I guess that's all the time we have for today. Join us tomorrow for our Day 2 article. Until next time, I'm Laura.
I'm Reese.
Bye.
See you then.
Vocabulary Review.
Attend. Billy won't be attending school today. He's sick with a fever. Hall. To get to the bathroom, walk down the hall and take the first door on your right. Discuss. Now that everyone has read the book, let's discuss how we feel about it. Shoot. We only have 2 weeks to shoot the movie, then it will be edited. Enjoyable. I don't have anywhere I need to go. I'm just riding my bicycle because I find it enjoyable. Practical. Jessie doesn't have any practical knowledge about sailing, but she's read a lot about it in books.
智慧小补帖
Freshman. Expo. Script.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作。活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net